Let's bring in our guest, criminal defense attorney David Bruno. David, talk about your former prosecutor, criminal defense attorney. Do you deal with this issue with your clients wanting to broadcast, especially during a trial?
It's a crime in most states to possess a cell phone in jail. And in fact, Georgia just passed the law in January 19th of this year, 2024, made it a law to not possess a cell phone in the jail. So let's just start there. IG lives and any other lives on social media is a First Amendment protected speech. However, when someone's in jail and when there's a law on point, there's a statute, a regulation, or anything prohibiting such, it is not protected under free speech. And then on top of that, he's attacking the judge. I mean, that same judge that is going to be the sentencing judge in the event that he is convicted, I would question that strategy in and of itself because she's got discretion when it comes to the sentence should he be convicted. And it's just an unbelievable case. I think ultimately the thing that he did yesterday with staying home, not coming in because of COVID, and he's going to probably argue, I would have testified if it were not for the COVID issue. He's going to be arguing on appeal if convicted that this violated his due process rights. And it may be a legitimate issue about proceeding when somebody in the courtroom has COVID.
Let's turn our attention now to another jury that is in the middle of their deliberations. That's the missing mom conspiracy trial out of Connecticut. They are going to get back going. It will be their fourth day of deliberating. And there's one piece of evidence that could swing this case, could have had an impact. Let's look at it. We've been able to obtain a handwritten letter of Fotis Dulos. He was the estranged husband of the victim. He died by suicide, and his girlfriend is the one who's on trial for carrying out the killing and conspiring to kill Jennifer Dulos. The victim's estranged husband wrote this about his girlfriend, Michelle Troconis. He said, quote, "If you are reading this, I am no more. I refuse to spend even an hour more in jail for something I had nothing to do with. Enough is enough. If it takes my head to end this, so be it." And he goes on to say, "I want it to be known that Michelle Troconis had nothing to do with Jennifer's disappearance." Troconis faces multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit murder in connection to the disappearance and death of Jennifer Dulos. But our question is, does this letter help or hurt Troconis' case? Let's bring back in our panel. I want to add that this letter also goes on to say that he's not responsible for the death of Jennifer Dulos. David, your reaction to the note and whether or not this could be something that the jury would take into consideration. Would it actually help or hurt her case?
I think they see it for what it is, and there's no credibility whatsoever in that letter. I mean, he's saying that he had nothing to do with it, she had nothing to do with it. Look, this is a tough case for the prosecutor. I mean, I think she is going to be found guilty on the obstruction and the tampering and all the charges relevant to the evidence because of the videos that they have. But really, I find it a very large leap to get to the conspiracy, saying that she shared in the mens rea the purpose to kill with this man and that she should be responsible for the murder. And I think that's why we're on day 4. I mean, this is a Friday, so typically we see that juries want to come to decisions prior to the weekend to not come back. But with that being said, I think they're clearly struggling with the proof beyond a reasonable doubt on the conspiracy to commit murder. Day 4, I think I'm smelling a mistrial here on the top counts.